Don't ever say it can't happen to you. Life is a funny way of proving you wrong. One day I asked my mom why she told me she loved me so much. She said, "Son, when I first held you in my arms, I cried." Finally realizing what true love was. And just in case, I want you to know. My mom, never feeling love growing up, always made sure she expressed it and always made sure I knew it. This was my first lesson in love. It was abundant and honest. It gave me confidence and assurance. But after a few bad relationships, ending in dishonesty and heartbreak, I became bitter and my confidence dwindled. Later, I'd be called calloused and unemotional, when really I was a narcissistic asshole. I used it to avoid real feelings and real relationships, and swearing off women altogether, until she walked in. Anna was the hottest, sexiest girl I had ever seen. In no way would she be interested in me. What a beautiful thing to be wrong about. Our relationship was physical right away. We couldn't keep our hands off each other. Every chance I got, I'd drive down to where she lived with her dad, who wasn't a big fan of mine. She'd jump in her lowrider jeans, which wouldn't be on for very long. And then we'd drive north of the city, doing what we did best, each other. I always felt something deeper towards her and missed her when she wasn't around, but I wouldn't let her know. One day before work, Anna called me up to her apartment. Said she needed to talk. I assumed I was being dumped. That's why I was surprised when her dad answered the door. She sat us down in the living room, and that's when Anna dropped the bomb. She was pregnant. In no way did I want this responsibility. I was scared. But as I looked into her eyes, it calmed me. And I took a deep breath, and I said, "I got this." Her dad, on the other hand, looked at me like he wanted to rip my balls off with his bare hands. He said, "How could you guys be so goddamn irresponsible? Your lives are fucked now. Good luck figuring this shit out." And he walked out the door, slamming it behind him. Anna and I sat alone together in the apartment. I didn't know what to say. I definitely had to go to work now. I was about to be a dad. She hugged me goodbye at the bottom of the stairs. A warm feeling flowed through my body, melting my calluses. A wonderful connection between the two lives I was holding. I wonder if this is what my mom was talking about. Excitement and joy filled my heart for our future, but I wouldn't let her know. The next day I texted her, no answer. Text after text, still no answer. I called her, no answer. Not a good time to leave me hanging. Finally the phone rang. Her name flashed across the screen. I got excited. I picked it up and I said, "Hello, beautiful." But it was her dad. Apparently, all alone, while we were at work, Anna decided it was all too much, and she took her own life. "I killed him," he said. My words killed him. As I hung up the phone, I realized I was just as guilty for my words. My words I didn't say. How could I be so selfish? How could I abandon her in her time of need? Now I had to live with the responsibility of two lives and the infinite sadness of a future that will never be. Are you depending on tomorrow? Don't. We can't control other people's actions and we can't control time, but we can affect them. I'm telling you this, just in case. I want you to know.